Well, for some more analysis, we can speak now to Didier Chaudet from the French Institute for Central Asian Studies. He's an expert on Afghanistan and the immediate region. Thank you very much for joining us here on France 24. First of all, the Taliban might well have now taken power, but with the IMF cutting off the flow of international funds to Afghanistan, how, first of all, are the insurgents financing their operations, and do they have enough money?
They had a way when they were rebels. They had drug trafficking, they had illegal mining, they were kidnapping people for ransom. Now they are supposed to build a state, so we are not talking about the same thing anymore. What they need is international recognition, and it will be a difficult battle for them.
Now, we've seen protests take place this week in several Afghan cities and a growing resistance movement against the Taliban. Just how strong is their grip on power, and how long, in your opinion, do you think that they can control the entire country?
I think we should not overestimate the rebellion against the Taliban right now. Things might evolve toward a stronger rebellion over time. But the fact that you can protest in the street and not fear for your life shows also the difference between the Taliban of before, 1990s, and the Taliban nowadays. I can assure you, in the second half of the 1990s, if you try to protest against the Taliban, you will be dead for sure. So things have been evolving also on the side of the Taliban. There might be a stronger resistance if minorities, religious and ethnic minorities, feel targeted. For now, the Taliban have been able to show that they were more open-minded than in the past. They have Tajik commanders. They have been able to work with Hazaras in the past, in 2014, 2015, against Daesh, against ISIS. How things will evolve in the future, it's anybody's guess. Will it be the hardcore Taliban who will take over? Will it be the more moderate, the more pragmatic ones who are on top right now? We cannot say for sure.
Now, outside of Afghanistan's borders, just who can the Taliban now rely on, and in what state are those relationships?
To rely totally on anybody else will be very difficult for the Taliban. Of course, they will turn towards Pakistan and Iran. They are their most important neighbors, and they have been in contact with them for years. Does it mean that Iran or Pakistan control them? Of course not. Even less than in the past. Pakistan in the 1990s could have a strong influence on the Taliban. Nowadays, it is not the case anymore. The Taliban are independent. They have connections. Sometimes the Pakistanis have been looking the other way, when the Taliban were working on Pakistani territory to organize their rebellion in Afghanistan. But it is a game that has been played in the region for a long time. It's not only Pakistan, it's all over the place. Everybody is playing a double or triple game. That's the game of international politics. Now the Pakistanis know that they cannot control the Taliban, and the Taliban want to be independent. You can see that very recently they asked the Indian embassy, the Indian diplomats, to stay in Afghanistan. It shows that they want to be open to all and controlled by no one. So we need in the West to forget this 1990s idea that the Pakistanis are controlling the Taliban. They will also turn toward Russia and China, especially toward China, because they need money again. And who has money in this part of the world? It's the Chinese, not the Russians, not the Iranians, not the Pakistanis.
Okay, Didier Chaudet from the French Institute for Central Asian Studies, thank you very much.